G'day everyone, it's Justin and Scott.
Morning.
Two dads again from Australia, coming to you today from a 2017 Kia Soul. I brought the Soul down to have a drive because I thought it's a little bit unusual. I think we were having a little chat before about this car. Like, where would you pigeonhole it? Like, is it an SUV or is it like just a hatchback or something like that? It's a funky looking car.
Yeah, something a bit different, isn't it? It doesn't easily fit into any of those normal markets.
Yeah, you're right. Mate, this Soul's a 2-litre 6-speed auto. Comes with a 112 kilowatt 2-litre engine, 6,200 RPM, 192 newton meters, 4,000 RPM. So it's probably an average sort of 2-litre car, isn't it? Some of the 2 litres have more power now. But driving it, don't know about you, but it's quite peppy, isn't it? What do you reckon?
Yeah, well, having said that, this is a fairly small car, weighing 1,300 or so kilos. It's not bad having a 2-litre engine. I think that's probably one of the more favourable parts of this car, and I think the 6-speed automatic is also very good. So I think that's probably one of its high points. And we went up some steep hills just before. It really did a good job of getting up those. Takeoff is more than enough for what is really an urban car. It's doing pretty well. Starts to rev out, make a bit of noise as you really push it, but it's pretty good actually.
Mate, it handles the bumps pretty well, doesn't it?
It does. I think we choose a little bit of an area where we test drive these where there's some pretty poor roads, but that can be pretty representative of a lot of Australian roads.
Yep.
And we've test driven a lot of Kias lately and just continue to be impressed.
Now, mate, I think because of the shape, the box shape of the car, the visibility is really good, isn't it? It's like
very good. Yeah, it's a very enjoyable car to drive actually. It's so easy. Steering is really light. And you've got that peppiness of the engine, so that's good, and visibility being good. It's very fun, and you're up high. You're actually up high.
Yeah, and I think the inside of it too, like it's because of the shape, it's got a lot of room, isn't it? Surprising. Like, there's a lot of headroom in the car.
Yes, heaps of headroom, and that makes it feel very spacious in here.
Yep.
I think shoulder, we're not anywhere near each other here.
No.
So there's quite a bit of width to the car.
Yep.
I think in the back, 3 adults wouldn't quite work. I think that'd be very squishy. But in terms of 2 adults in the back, it's quite good.
Yeah, kids are fine.
Yep.
And they've got plenty of leg room and things like that.
Yeah, I think children will be fine.
But I think the boot too. We had a look at the boot. We had a look at the boot earlier. Now, it's not a huge boot, I suppose, but they've actually given it some thought in terms of the dynamics of it, haven't they? Like, it's got a great little wet tray in the back. So if you've got things that you need to put in that don't want to roll around.
I really like that. It's got 3 compartments.
You can just
and stops everything rolling around. I think that would work really well.
Tech-wise, mate, that's probably a negative for me. It's a little bit old school these days, I suppose, with some of the cars that we've been driving. Okay. It's only got like a 5-inch screen. You can't get Apple CarPlay or Android Auto on it, so you can't sync your phone to do nav. There's no nav on it as well. Safety tech as well. It's it's got the standard, stability control and ABS and stuff like that, but you're missing out on a few things that I think some cheaper cars now have, like rear cross traffic alert, blind spot, things like that. That's probably the only things that let it down for me a little bit. I mean, it's a cheap car in itself, I suppose. $24,990 drive away in Australia. This one with the funky Mini Cooper like paintwork with the black roof and the red.
Looks really nice.
Yeah, that's an extra $910. The normal metallic paint, I think, is around about $620. Which is, it's pretty reasonable for what you're getting, isn't it? But you know, if it had the same tech features as, you know, some of those other cars and that, yeah, it'd be a really good package.
I think when I first sat in the car today, I was incredibly impressed by the layout. It really does feel good.
Yeah.
It's really nice. Steering wheel is loaded up with controls, and it's quite a nice steering wheel. It's got, it's actually really comfy to drive, good size. Love the dash. And I really do like the layout of everything else. I think we've commented the screen's probably you know, on the smallish side. And you know, but you've got USB ports, plenty of 12 volts as well. So yeah, I think the feel of the cabin is really nice for that price point.
Normal Kia things, 7-year warranty on the car.
Very compelling.
I think on this one, the 7-year service plan it comes to about $26.88. I think over 7 years, 105,000 Ks, which isn't too bad over 7 years, is it? So, yeah. Yeah, one of these would make a really good Uber car, wouldn't it? It's got plenty of room.
And that pushes to its practicality, right? And there's a bit of luggage space at the back. You can use it in different ways. You've got enough headroom in the back, yeah, just enough leg room to put adults in the back. Yeah, I think it'd be a good car. Probably one thing, 8 litres per 100k. It's a little bit on the high side, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? That's a combined figure. Yeah, that's a factory combined figure. So.
We're probably seeing those numbers dropping a bit lower than that for other cars that would be competing with this.
Because a lot of other cars are now going to, you know, small displacement with turbos and things like that. So yeah. Okay, Scott, you've had a drive of the funky Soul from Kia.
And we go a little something like this. Hit it.
Yes.
What do you reckon?
Certainly a different car. And, you know, it's hard to know what category to put it in. Is it sort of mini SUV? Is it hatchback?
Yeah.
Is it even something else? It's a bit of everything.
Is it something on its own, I suppose?
Like, it sort of is. But I probably compare it mostly to being, you know, like a hatchback. And if I compare it that way, it's quite a compelling little car. I think they've done really well with the engine. I think practicality for a family inside is really good. And you know, it's certainly a unique looking car, so if someone wants something a bit more individual, I think they're all the really positives. A little bit short on tech and a little bit short on safety compared to what we're seeing in the market for this price point.
Yeah.
But it's a tough price point, right? So yeah, on the whole, a very good car.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, mate. I think as an alternative to like an everyday hatch, you know, mate, I'd have one of these. Yeah, it's really cool. I think it's different. It drives all right too. I mean, it's not sporty as in sports car like, but it's quite peppy on the road. And like you say, the visibility and the practicality, you know, it's a win for me. I like it.
Yeah.
So,
for people who don't want to be right down in the hatchback and want to sit up a bit more,
maybe like me,
because of the squareness of this.
For my height, yeah. I don't know.
Oh, it needs to be a bit higher, I think, then. Yeah. But no, I think it raises you up just that bit, and you get much better visibility, and the squareness of the car gives you that great visibility.
Yeah. Right. So we come to that final question we always ask, mate. You know, does it have that X factor? Is it something you would look at as you walk away, as you park it? What do you reckon?
Interestingly for this car, because it does have different design, I have been checking it out from different angles. And it's got this black roof, and you know, it does look quite interesting. Yeah, I'd probably look back and have a look at it for a while.
I'd agree with you. I would too. I think it's really funky. Yeah, it's a really cool looking thing, and you know this colour combination, you know, is really good too. So I like that.
Yeah, very much so.
Anyway. Just want to put a great big thank you out to our friends at Kia Australia for the loan of the Soul today. And again, a big thank you to all our viewers out there. The views just keep climbing, subscriptions just keep climbing, so thank you very, very much. So I guess we'll bring you some more interesting cars coming up. We've got a few coming.
Sounds good.
We'll see you next time.
See ya.